Hi, and welcome to a quick demo with VoiceAIWrapper. I'll try to cover all the basics of our platform on this demo. If you have more questions, feel free to reach out to us on our chat. What can you do with VoiceAIWrapper? VoiceAIWrapper is a voice AI white label platform for agencies. You can add leading voice API providers like ElevenLabs Conversational AI or Vapi or Retell and a bunch of more providers under your brand. You can then create completely white label client portals. You can add your own subdomain, your own branding, your own support widget inside your client portals. You can also customize what kind of pages your clients get to see. Each client has their own portal. You can also connect your Stripe keys and create a variety of billing programs for your clients. You can mark up whatever is being charged to you by your voice API provider. You can mark that up, and you can also charge a subscription fee or a one-time fee on top of that to your clients. Inside your client's account, you have ready-made automations which allow you to launch programmatic outbound and inbound campaigns along with analytics for your clients. Let's get into these features into a bit more detail. The first thing that you would do if you were starting off with VoiceAIWrapper is add your voice API provider keys. We support multiple providers in one account, and you can add unlimited pods, which means if you have multiple Vapi orgs or maybe multiple retail workspaces, you can add all of them inside one VoiceAIWrapper account. You don't need multiple accounts for that. Once you have connected your voice API provider keys, you will see a voice AI pod. We call them a voice AI pod, and you'll see a card like this appear. Inside this pod, you will now see everything that you have created inside your voice API provider, your agents or assistants, your phone numbers that you have bought, workflows, your knowledge base. Everything is going to be visible here. And you will also get access to some additional features which VoiceAIWrapper provides you on top of the features that you have built inside your voice AI provider. Most people ask us about SMS and WhatsApp automation. These are tool calls. You would set that up inside your voice API provider in your agent configuration. Your agent creation and configuration is done inside your voice API provider. And when you connect your voice API provider with VoiceAIWrapper, you can basically white label them. You do not create agents inside VoiceAIWrapper. You use VoiceAIWrapper to sync your agents, connect it to a white label client portal, and then rebuild your clients. I'll quickly talk about a few key features that we offer. The first feature is the ability to create customized client portals. This is an example of a client portal that I've created. As you can see, I have a client dashboard. They can see their billing stats. There's a support widget. And then under their dashboard, they can see the campaign stats of different campaigns that they've been running through my agency. The way to set this up is your support widget goes in here. This can be any support widget. You can also add custom pages to your client portal, maybe a company page or an introduction page. And there are a bunch of options when it comes to creating custom pages for your client portals. You can also add a thank you message right after somebody purchases your service. We have a separate videos which goes into detail on this feature. The ability to create customized client portal is feature number one. Inside your client accounts, you also have right controls over what assets you want to give your clients access to. Using VoiceAIWrapper, you can create campaigns, you can create assistants, you can give your clients the ability to edit the agent prompt, or maybe you want to hide it completely. Maybe you want to give them access to a specific phone number or hide it completely. You can control all of that in your client account configuration. Under payment integration, you would connect your Stripe keys, and then under products, you have a variety of ways you can bill your clients. You can charge your client a one-time setup fee. You can charge them a subscription fee. You can charge them an overage. You can bill them based on usage. You can bill them in multiple currencies according to a billing frequency of your choice. And you can also give them what we call usage packs. Usage packs are voice minute top-up packs. In case you have given them let's say a billing plan of $100 with 100 minutes and they run out of minutes mid-month and you want them to top up without bothering you, you can also give them a top-up pack to buy from their own client portal. The other key feature that I want to talk about is the ability to create and automate outbound and inbound campaigns. We segregate incoming and outgoing calls into campaigns because they have distinct features, and we give you distinct analytics for each of these call types. Under outbound campaigns, you can add leads using an API. You can use this API to fetch leads from an ad form. Let's say somebody has filled up an ad form, you can instantly add that lead into a campaign for a qualification call to go out, or you can feed leads into a outgoing campaign from your GHL account or your HubSpot account, and then based on how the conversation goes, you can then send the call outcome, the success metric, or additional details back to your CRM. Most people use N8N automation. They would send all the call data to an N8N and then scrub the data and send whatever refined data they need back to their CRM system. That's how the round trip happens when it comes to outbound. You can fetch leads using the API, and you can send the call outcome and the call details back using the webhook. During the call, everything from the call recordings to the transcript is captured, and you can send that over to a webhook, or you can view the campaign details in campaign analytics. We have a demo pod where we've shown you an example of what the campaign analytics looks like inside our portal. In case you want some analytics which is not available here, you can always use the webhook feature. This webhook basically extracts all the data from the campaign, and then you can create your own custom dashboards or maybe host that data directly into your HubSpot or your GHL pages. With outbound, you also have tight control over your schedule. Under settings, you can select the agent that your outbound campaign is going to make calls from. You can also select the phone number. In case of phone number, we have an option to dial out using a single phone number, or you can create what we call a phone number pool. Phone number pool is basically can be a collection of hundreds of thousands of numbers, and these numbers, when allocated to an outbound campaign, can make calls in a randomized fashion. That way, there's a less chance of those numbers ending up in spam, because you are distributing the outgoing calls over a larger pool of numbers in a randomized fashion. Under campaign settings, you have controls over when you want to make those calls, how frequently you want to dial out a number, and how long you want to wait before you want to reattempt a number, so on and so forth. There's also a smart feature called Smart Callback. This feature basically allows the agent to call back at a preferred time. If somebody picks up the call and says, call me back in 5 minutes, this feature allows the call to go out exactly in 5 minutes. When you go to inbound campaign, inbound has an additional feature, which is the ability to create a white label web widget. This works off your agent prompt, and you can customize the look and feel of your web widget. You get a completely white label embed code, which you can then add to your client's website. Now, when people come and start interacting with the widget, whatever information is captured during the conversation, that will start populating lead information inside this specific campaign. That's how outbound and inbound works. Regarding creating client accounts, you have two ways to onboard clients. One process is to add clients manually, where you add a name, you add users, logins, and you share the credentials with them to access their client portal. The other way is completely automated. We have a feature called SaaS Creator, which allows you to create pricing tables like this. You can then take this pricing table and put it on your website like this. And when people click on this buy now button, and you can customize this, of course, when they click on buy now, they will automatically be assigned this specific plan. A client account will automatically get created here. You can then add an additional automation to collect their business information. This business information can collect information about their business, their knowledge base, the phone numbers they want to buy. All that information can go to an automation built on, let's say, N8N. This can create an agent, they can create campaigns, they can allocate the agent to the client account, and this all happens automatically. The entire process of a client discovering you, making a payment for your service, and submitting their business details, the agent being created in ElevenLabs or Vapi or Retell, the agent being assigned to their client portal becomes fully automated with SaaS Creator. I hope this demo helps. As I mentioned earlier, if you have any specific questions about our products or features, feel free to reach out to us on chat or book a personalized demo.